Well, we're on our way to the yard, pick up the truck and head out again. This time, however, we're going to be making multiple stops. So we're going to start in Montana and work our way over to Washington and drop off little bits of the trailer here and there on the way. So hopefully it'll be a good trip and no problems. Well, we made it to the yard and we'll go do our pre-trip and get ready to go and head out. With this load we got 7 stops, starting in Billings, Montana, and then moving our way west towards Washington, stopping along the way. So something new for me, and hopefully the weather holds out and is good. And yeah, we'll see you out on the road. Doing our walk around. Just kind of thump the tires. Check for anything that's, you know, affected. Lights not working. Anything like that. We're going to be gone for a while, so need to make sure everything's good before we head out. So try to get it fixed here if we can. Let's see if our brake lights are gonna work. Oh, I didn't turn the light test on. Oops. Usually I turn on that switch so it'll go through all the lights, the blinkers, brake lights, low and high beam headlights. So I don't know why I didn't do that, but Well, we're here at our first stop in Billings, Montana. Unload a little bit of stuff. And then we'll head on to our next stop. Here's this little bunny rabbit. There's some more over there. Little wild bunny rabbits running around. Let me see if I can't get close to him. He's like, nope. Don't want nothing to do with you. Super slow going right now. This wind's pretty darn strong. Blowing me all over the place. Well, we're here, so go get checked in and see what's what. Thinking this place over here is like a landscaping or yard place, and what we want is over here. So let's go see what we can find out. Having issues with these ropes getting loose and coming undone, and stuff's falling over all over the place. Like this whole stack has fell over. These ropes ain't doing nothing, so climbed in here and put the strap at least around these aluminum frames to help hold them. Hopefully it'll save stuff from getting more damaged. So these are alright, but on my first stop, the door frames, or I don't know what they are, doors or windows, but had a scratch on it because it was right here, and rope came undone or loose, and they all fell over and got scratched. So maybe that'll save some stuff. These, there's not much I can do about it. I mean, I could stack them again, but they'll probably just fall over again. So Just gonna leave them the way they are, and hopefully they make it all right to the next stop, which is 3. So, and a lot of these are number 3s, so they'll go on the next one. All right, so we've had something to eat here in Helena, Montana. And our third stop is going to be Missoula, Montana, where we're going to probably get rid of at least half of what's left in the trailer, I think, or close to it. So, as you can tell in the other video, that there really wasn't much to begin with anyway, so yeah, I've been like, I bet 7,000 pounds or less from the beginning, so very light load, but I don't mind it. Just kind of sucks when you're in really windy areas, not having any weight to hold the trailer down. That wind likes to push you around. So, other than that, it's great for mileage and wear and tear on the trucks, but not so good in bad weather conditions. Well, we made it to Missoula, Montana, where our third stop is going to be. And we're just at a Pilot town pump. Stay here for the night and then head over there. It's like 5 miles away where we're getting unloaded. Yeah. And then it's, I believe it's a Coeur d'Alene, Idaho, or maybe Kalispell. I can't remember which one's first, but one of those two. So yeah, I'm gonna walk in here and see what there is to see and just stretch my legs mostly. That's the worst part about over the road driving, is a lot of sitting, not really moving around much. I kind of miss flatbed just because you could get out and stretch your legs and do a little exercise while you're tying down loads and stuff. So, but this dry van, there's not much exercise or movement. Good morning. Well, just getting up so we can head over to our third delivery. Just finishing up making the bed and getting dressed. It didn't get really cold last night, so I was able to just use the blankets, and that's all, which was nice. So we'll put things away so they don't go flying when we're driving, and get out of here. overpass on the off-ramp was not the low bridge. It was actually down the street a little bit. Ended up having to turn on a tight street to get out of there. And now we're just making a little detour around. We'll get there eventually, but not that way. That street is right there where we would have came out if we went under that underpass. However, we couldn't because it was only 13 foot. So, yeah. Boy, I'm so glad that I didn't try to come and stay the night on this street. And I'll show you why. Still in the street a little bit. So, yeah, there wouldn't have been anywhere for me to stay. So it seemed that I got to back in over here where this truck is. Oh boy. This ain't gonna be fun. I didn't think anybody threw their shoes up on the power lines anymore. Well, we did our third stop. I decided to go up around the block and come down, so I kind of had a straighter shot of backing in. Worked out pretty good, so got it unloaded there, and now we're gonna head to Kalispell, Montana. And I just got off I-90 to take the highway up to it. Had a Flying J, so I figured I'll fuel up here. We're only at a half tank, but still top it off, and it should be good for the rest of the way, maybe. And get some breakfast, maybe a shower, and you know, refresh. And then we'll head on up to Kalispell, and then the next one is somewhere in Montana, Paulo. Just a second. Let's see. It's a funny name. Polson, Montana. And then our next one will be Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. And then Spokane, Washington is the end. And then we'll have to get with dispatch and find out what else we can go do and where to. So the journey never ends. Alright, we'll see you. So we just got a call from dispatch that saying they didn't get all the stuff out of the trailer at the Missoula stop, so we gotta circle around and head back there and let them find whatever they're missing. Which ain't bad because it ain't very far away, even like 5 miles away or something. So, good timing. Glad it's now before it got farther on down the road. Let back there and let them get their stuff and then head out. Well, I guess there was 2 boxes left on the trailer that were theirs. They were marked wrong. They were marked for stop 6, which that would be Coeur d'Alene. So it's a good thing we went back, got up the rest of their things, and now we're on our way to Kalispell. So this will be stop 4. And yeah, should be a nice ride up here, I think. Quite the view. See them 2 bucks? See if I can get a little bit closer. And there's all these geese. Very cool. I don't want to spook them out onto that road, have them get hit. So I'm not going to get any closer, but anyway, that was really cool. We're just circling around Flathead Lake. Very pretty lake. It's pretty up here. I like it. Sure is a place to see if you can make it. So back there where that truck is going to come out, is where we got to back in. Down there, and then that door at the very end of the building. Maybe. He said he's got to find out if it comes here or goes to another spot where they store stuff. So here soon we'll find out where we're going. Quite the tight fit. It's a chain link fence right in front of me. And I'm a little off center, but we got in here. Crazy. Now we're cruising down the other side of the lake, headed back to Polson. Just wanted to take a quick minute and stop. Get you a better view of this lake. Flathead Lake. Might even stay here the night. Check out them islands out there. Pretty cool. Isn't that something?